I love motivational sayings and motivational workout videos. In fact, I have a huge playlist of videos that I'll always watch that can inspire me and get me in the right mood to want to work out and make progress with my health. I think the very first time I saw one of these inspirational messages was back in the book fair in the late 70s. There are so many great motivational sayings I've seen over the years. These can get you in the mood to exercise. They can help motivate you and inspire you, keep you from procrastinating. So there's a lot of good that comes from these. Usually when you see these sayings in a gym or a locker room, they can be motivational and help you keep moving in the right direction. However, years ago, I noticed a trend that many of these fitness sayings are becoming more extreme and absolute. A lot of the fitness gurus, the messages they share are also more extreme. And basically, you feel like if you're not in beast mode 100% of the time, then you're a slacker and a loser. Now, there's definitely a time and a place for giving everything you've got, going 100%, but that's not on every single workout. So in today's video, I want to talk about some of these popular fitness mantras or motivational sayings and point out how sometimes they can be questionable and even cross the line and become dangerous. I've compiled a list of some of these questionable motivational sayings I want to share with you in this video. I'm saving the worst offenders for last, so you'll want to watch this video all the way through the end.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
So for the first two examples, let's talk about some good bro science. The first one is sweat is fat crying. Obviously, that's not scientifically accurate, but I get the point. Put in the effort, get tough, you're making progress. The other one is pain is weakness leaving the body. This one, though, I just want to remind you, there's different types of pain. There's the pain of doing your final reps of your final set at the end of your workout when everything's burning. There's the final sprint of your run after a race. I can understand those hurt. That's a hard thing to do. But then there's different type of pain. There's pain like tearing a muscle or nerve pain or a bone, hairline fracture. There's different things that are chronic and dangerous. So pain is actually a feedback mechanism to help you stay safe and healthy. So you want to make sure and not just ignore those messages. When you feel pain, remember there's different types of pain. Don't just ignore pain in an effort to get tough and get in better shape because it can compound the situation. Okay, here's another one. I just warmed up with your max lift. This is an interesting flex on anyone that's not as strong as you. The thing to keep in mind, though, there's so many different variables when it comes to your health and fitness, not just strength. Someone that could be a novice to lifting, they're new, they don't have a lot of experience. They could be coming back from injury. They could be elderly. There are just so many different variables to take into account when you're talking about your health and fitness. And just to boil it down to strength and what your maximum lift is and to identify a number on there, I think it's kind of short-sighted. So not a big fan of this one. Okay, here's another. I regret that workout, said no one ever. Now, it's true, usually when you're done working out, you're going to feel better about yourself. You got the endorphins, the blood flowing. It's usually a positive experience, and we're glad we did it. However, I've had many times when I've regretted a workout, and it's usually because I was injured, I wasn't quite ready. In fact, just 2 weeks ago, my calf was hurting. I was limping around. I thought I could still play basketball. Went and played several games. I felt a bad twinge in it. It started to hurt. I couldn't put weight on it. I still played 2 games, full court basketball, because we only had 10 guys. So again, there is a time to regret working out. Listen to your body and those feedback signals. Another popular one you may have seen is second place is the first loser. Now, I can understand if you're a super dominant athlete like Michael Jordan or Matt Frazier or someone who's expected to win, having that mentality, that's fine. Now, let's take a 5K race for an example here. Let's say there's 1,000 participants. There's going to be one ultimate winner of the whole thing. And then you're saying there's 999 losers. Now, I obviously don't believe that. There's so many different people at different levels that are making progress, working towards their goals, having personal victories, setting PRs. So that's why, even though I love competition, I'm a big fan of competing with yourself and your past experience and improving and beating yourself instead of always comparing yourself to someone else, where you'll never win that way. Okay, here's another one, rest day. There have been lots of memes. Most of these are humorous. I understand they're supposed to be funny, but a lot of people have a hard time with resting and using rest and recovery. In fact, some of these memes make it seem like if you incorporate rest and recovery into your workout routine, then you're a slacker or you're lazy. Now, a lot of people that subscribe to this type of thinking that rest days are not important, I guess they came from the old school of Def Leppard training that it's better to burn out than fade away. All right, then my final example related to rest has to do with sleep. You've probably seen this saying, you can sleep when you're dead. Now I understand what this is trying to say, carpe diem, seize the day, just do it, get out there, be active, don't put it off. But at the same time, it sends a really stupid message when it comes to your health. For those people that do think that they can just sleep when they're dead, that is true. And they'll also probably die 10 to 15 years before the rest of the population because they are overtraining, they're stressing themselves out, they're not getting any recovery, they're compromising their immune system, they're opening themselves up to illness and injury. So it's just not a smart way. So sleep is a crucial part of health. When you have sleep deprivation, it's just so hard to be healthy. So that's another example, the one that drives me crazy. So please forgive me if I'm being too nitpicky with all these examples. I understand the gist of what they're trying to say. They're trying to motivate us to be healthier. But I think sometimes when you take these things too literally and they're so extreme that it can send a negative message, and so someone might not understand that. So I just want to encourage you to continue to focus on improving your health, being consistent, compete with yourself, do the things you need to do to be a healthier version of you, and don't let social media diss on you and your efforts to improve your health.